already witnessed the devastating effects of deforestation firsthand.
You talk about those massive wildfires in 2019.
Yeah, those were a stark reminder of the rainforest's fragility.
Yeah, it was shocking to see the scale of the destruction.
Yeah,
Millions of acres just gone.
it's hard to even wrap your head around it.
And the Wikipedia article points out this really interesting fact. There's a direct correlation between the area affected by fire and the number of species impacted.
I mean,
So even if the forest eventually regrows, the species that were lost might not come back.
oh, I see. So the damage goes way beyond just the trees themselves.
Exactly. It disrupts the whole intricate web of life.
And these fires also brought up a bigger issue, right? The connection between deforestation and climate change.
Absolutely. As we lose more and more forest cover, the Amazon becomes more vulnerable to droughts and wildfires.
So it's like a vicious cycle.
Exactly. A dangerous feedback loop that could push the Amazon towards a tipping point.
Tipping point, that's a term we hear a lot, but what does it actually mean for the rainforest?
Well, in simple terms, it's a threshold beyond which the ecosystem undergoes irreversible change.
Irreversible, like there's no going back.
Pretty much think of it like a domino effect.
Okay, so one change can trigger a cascade of events that completely alter the system.
Exactly. And for the Amazon, that could mean a shift from rainforest to savanna or even desert.
Wow, that's a scary thought.
It is. And the consequences would be enormous, not just for the region, but for the entire planet.
So it's not just about losing trees, it's about losing an entire ecosystem.
Right, and all the vital services that it provides.
Speaking of changes to the ecosystem, the Wikipedia article mentions the Trans-Amazonian Highway, this massive road project cutting through the rainforest.
Oh yeah, that was built back in the 1970s, right?
Yep, I remember learning about it in school.
Me too. It was meant to improve access and open up the rainforest for development.
But I'm guessing it didn't exactly help with deforestation.
Not really.
Hmm?
You see, by creating roads, you make it easier for people to get into the rainforest.
Which then leads to.
Logging, mining, and agriculture, all major drivers of deforestation.
So it's a complex issue with no easy solutions.
Definitely. But the good news is that deforestation rates have actually dropped at times, which shows that we can make a difference.
That's encouraging. So what strategies have proven effective in slowing down deforestation?
Well, one key factor has been expanding protected areas.
So basically setting aside land specifically for conservation.
Exactly. These areas act as safe havens for biodiversity and help limit human encroachment.
Makes sense, but just creating protected areas isn't enough, right?
You're right. Enforcement is crucial. If there's no one to enforce the rules, people will just ignore them.
That's true. So we need boots on the ground to actually protect these areas.
Exactly. But protected areas alone can't solve the whole problem. We also need to find ways to use the rainforest's resources sustainably.
So like finding alternatives to just chopping down trees.
Exactly. The World Bank report we talked about